from the office of Mr. President, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, let me begin by expressing the deep apologies of Mr. Vice President for his inability to be here. As you know, he and Mr. President are always inundated with a lot of tasks and activities at State House. So they are at this moment in series of meetings. So he directed me quickly to be here. And when listening to the speech of the APC chairman, I recall as I was talking to him that I'll read his prepared speech, but if there is anything, can I say, make a remark on it? And he said, you're free to do so. And I want to, with his permission, say before I read the speech, that when the chairman of the APC Stakeholders Forum was reading his remarks, he wrote out a lot of our achievements. But we want to tell Nigerians that even though we are trying very hard to surmount all the obstacles, we are not running away from the reality of the moment. And we also are not taking away their rights of criticizing us because we asked for this job. Because that is what Mr. President has been saying on numerous occasions. We asked for the job and we have gotten it, and we are not running away or shying away from surmounting the obstacles. All we ask Nigerians is prayers. Pray for the leadership of the country and pray for Nigeria. Inshallah, God will answer our prayers and we will overcome all these troubles. Now I read the speech of His Excellency the Vice President. It is a rare honor to reflect on the mandate handed to us by the great people of Nigeria in the midst of not only refined minds but also stakeholders of our great party, the All Progressive Congress. This is one gathering to whom we don't have to struggle to explain that we inherited a burden that tests the sincerity of leadership. This is a collective that understands, perhaps more than any group in the country, that the economic and geopolitical pressures before us are not easy tasks. More than this is a gathering of progressive believers in both the Nigerian project and the vision of His Excellency President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, the solution to this administration has rolled out are designed to deal with the remnants of long-standing issues that have undermined our economy head-on, rather than options for temporary fixes. This is essential for the health and future of our nation. These decisions are to guarantee the course of our nation for generations to come, and instead of postponing the setbacks for our children and their children. Indeed, His Excellency President Bola Ahmed Tinubu has made the difficult but necessary choices to ensure Nigeria's long-term stability and prosperity are never in doubt. He has chosen a path that, although demanding and promises to save our nation from economic downfall, this began with the calculated removal of the fuel subsidy. This decision was not made for its own sake, but to redeem the reality of the nation's unsustainable debt service to revenue ratio, which had grown to alarming levels over the past years. We came at a time that demanded interventions to end untenable practices that threaten our economic survival. A time that required decisive action to redirect resources towards more productive sectors of our economy, and we do not treat this path with malice. This is so because we believe that government is a continuum, and our administration had to make choices that are for our collective good. We have also seen instances where certain members of the opposition have attempted to undermine our economic strategies by comparing us to other nations without considering the unique context of Nigeria's economy. The 8-point agenda of this administration provides a clear framework for our policies and programs. They set out to drive job creation, economic growth, food security, poverty eradication, access to capital, the rule of law, anti-corruption efforts, and inclusive development overall. These initiatives are not just plans on paper. They are actions being implemented to create tangible improvements in the lives of everyday Nigerians. For instance, while our investment in agriculture are intended to reduce our reliance on imports and boost local production, similarly, we are also focused on reducing unemployment and also underemployment through various initiatives, including the outsourcing of the Nigerian initiative, investment in digital technology and creative enterprises, as well as the expansion of national MSME clinics. These programs are designed to create more jobs, opportunities, and foster economic inclusivity. Our commitment to education is evident in the launch of the student loan scheme, with Mr. Jawabi appointed to lead the Nigerian Education Loan Fund. This initiative will empower our youth and ensure that they have the resources needed to succeed, and I assure you that the policy is in place to offer interventions to vulnerable or disadvantaged Nigerians without discrimination or favoritism. As fellow stakeholders in our quest to save the nation, I believe you must have also followed this administration drive to ensure transparency and accountability in governance. As leaders, we must shoulder the responsibility of our decisions. We must be guided by data and clear vision for our nation. This is why we also appeal for patience and collective effort from all Nigerians as we work towards a future of safety, prosperity, and optimism that serves all. Thank you. God bless you.